Seb from Beleth. Welcome to Nightbreed. How are you, man?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, really good, really good. So your guys, your debut release, Silent Genesis, came out recently. How long have you been working on the material for that one?
I think it took us for this album. It took us about maybe I'd say good 6 to 9 months to get it down. Um, Chris works week on and week off, so he has a bit more time when he can. But obviously he's got his own life, and I've got 2 kids, so I try and work on it whenever I can because the recordings I would do here in my home studio. So just whenever I have time, and sometimes I would still have the kids here, and there'd be some clips and some recordings of the kids in there, and Chris would have to go in there and take them off. But it was a good 6 to 9 months, I think, of recording and getting it all together.
Okay, cool. Nice one. What kind of sound were you after on Silent Genesis? Like, are there any comparable bands or albums that you sort of wanted to sound like?
Um, I don't think we wanted to sound like anyone. I think we wanted just to go off more. Chris just wanted to play his own style, and I just put down how it would naturally come to me. My vocal, I get a lot of inspiration from Randy Bly from Lamb of God, Winston McCaw from Parkway, and recently with some of the highs, I've been trying to get to that Dickie Allen sort of level, where it's sort of a mixture between highs and goblin screaming, and just see what naturally comes with me. But I've been out of it before I got with Chris. I was out of it for a bit vocally, so I had to retrain and look up YouTube videos of certain techniques and how to keep my voice healthy for a long period of time without blowing it out.
Yeah, cool. How did you and Chris first get together?
It was through a Facebook page. He was looking for a vocalist that he had for just a demo that he just wrote up, and I emailed him as soon as I could. Which is funny though, because I didn't have any of my recording equipment. I actually was at work, and so the only way that I could get something to him as quick as I could was take 2 phones, download the song, record one at a distance, and throw my vocals onto it, and then kind of send files and then send it to him. And I thought, it's probably going to sound shitty, but he liked it, and from that point onwards, we've been working together ever since.
Yeah, cool. And where does the name Beleth originate? Is it? I've looked. It's either the King of Hell or there's a 12th century French theologian. I don't know. Like, where did you guys come up with the name?
We were trying to look for a name just so to fit the kind of dark, gritty sound, and there were a few here and there, but he found one. He found Beleth. It suited really well because in demonology music's brought before him, so it was a good find on his end, and it sounded fine. We just went with it. It is a demon king of I think it was the Book of Solomon. I think it was, and yeah, it just fit. We were just trying to find a name. We're both into that dark, occultish sort of things, and it just suited what we were looking for.
Cool. When you're writing lyrics, are you and Chris discussing themes or anything like that before you sort of dive in and write, or are you sort of heading it?
No, I do. Out of courtesy, I do like to ask, is there anything, like, what inspiration did he get for this riff? But he just pretty much said, it's all yours, just go for it. And from that point onwards, it was just my own lyrics, my techniques. I'd have a mate that I would show it to and say, does this sound all right to you? And he'd go, what if you do this? What if you try that? And we'd go on from there. But lyrically and vocal technique wise, that was all on myself. And Chris, luckily enough, he liked it and he never wanted to change it. He stuck with it, so it was good.
Yeah, cool. So Chris is, other than the vocal, I'm guessing he's recording and producing everything, right? Music-wise.
Yep.
What kind of setup has he got? Like, what's he using for all that?
Oh, honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Because we both live so far away, we've never actually met each other, so I don't know what rig he's got over there. I know he does all the guitar work, all the bass work, the drumming. He mixes it all. So I'm not sure what equipment he's got over there. I know that the process he would go, he told me that it was sort of, he'd just write a riff, and from that point, even if it was, say, part of the chorus, part of the bridge, he'd build onto that, then he'd layer on top the drums, and then all of the filling, and then he'd send it off to me as a demo while he was working it out and trying to structure it completely. And then I would lay something on it as well, so I could have to see if we both liked the way that it was going. And from that point, we would start then sort of mastering it on both our ends before the final product. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I know that he did get a few new things up there, but I'm not sure if that was guitars, if that was new equipment, new sounds. That would all be on his end up there.
Yeah, sure. This release is being distributed worldwide through like Wormhole Death Records, Narcoleptica Records, Scorched Earth Records. How'd you guys manage to hook up with all those labels?
Chris just went old school and he just sent emails out to record labels and anyone he could. And yeah, we were luckily enough to get an email back from all those records. And I mean, at first we didn't know what to think. It was just very surreal, two guys never met, making an album, a record company coming back up to us and saying, hey, we want to distribute with you. And it was just it was a bit of a step back for us to say, is this really real? And we come to the conclusion that if they're willing to put in for us, they've obviously can see something in us, and they obviously believe that there's something there. So we went with it. Chris has done really well with the PR. He's just gone very old school, just emailed anyone he could and everyone he could, and whoever hits back, then we go on from there. But I think a lot of it also has to do with his previous experience in playing gigs and making music with his previous bands. So I think that helped a lot from his end.
Cool. Your lyric videos and the artwork on Silent Genesis is great. It looks really like mysterious and old and red. How did the all come together?
So Silent Genesis, that one was I can't remember the artists who put them together and who made all the work, because Chris dealt with a lot of that. He dealt with everything essentially, but I know there was one artist that put together the Silent Genesis video. And then when we got the record deal with Wormhole Death, they offered us a music video clip for one of our other songs, and we chose Firstborn. Yeah. And there was a few templates that we could choose from, and from that we would send the lyrics. We would say send whatever other images that we would have on our end, and then they would compile it together and make the music video clip for us. The promo video that showcases all the songs, I think it's a bit at 2 minutes long on YouTube. I think Chris actually put that together himself. I know he works with Photoshop as well, so I think that was him, but I'm not 100% sure on that aspect.
Okay, cool. Um, so I'm guessing, yeah, being a two-piece and living far away, live show is probably not in the near future. But is there any chance you two will get together and meet at least?
Actually, we did have plans for playing live later this year. We got together some guys to um, uh, play guitar, drum, and bass to have a full lineup. But obviously, with everything that's happening now, we have to wait and see how that's going to pan out. But that is something that we do want to work towards. We do want to play some shows live and do a few tours around Australia. But eventually, if everything goes well, then obviously elsewhere. But yeah, we will. That is what we both want. We do want to play live.
Cool. And what's next for Beleth? You got this release out? Are you guys writing or anything like that at the moment?
Yeah, so we've already talked, and we are currently working on another album. This one's going to be a bit longer, a bit more time spent on it. Chris said that I think it was in about 2 weeks or so, he's going to start sitting down and writing a few ideas that he's got. I've already got a few ideas in mind what I want lyrically and what the subject of the whole album to be about. So it's just now, it's just a process of him throwing it down, sending it to me, and then I can slowly start building on that, and us taking a bit of time to actually to get it better than what we did with Silent Genesis. I mean, we're both happy with how Silent Genesis turned out, but there's always room for improvement, and there's always up and up from there.
Awesome, cool. Well, look, thanks, Seb. I'm looking forward to hopefully you'll make your way to WA at some point if you got this live thing going eventually. And yeah, looking forward to hearing what comes next, man. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you for that. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate everything.
Cool. Cheers, man.
Cheers, mate.